Hi, this is Team 29's M6 demo. So I'm just gonna start off running our M6 tests. We have 10 tests here, testing various backend processes. And so if I click run M6 tests, you can see that all 10 tests pass right here. And then moving on back to the implementation, I'll load the app onto the phone. Okay, there we go. And so we still have the initial app. I'm just gonna point out 5 extra things along the way that were not in M6. So I guess our start button still works here. Our configuration screen still enters a name. I'm just gonna put Luke. And then I'm gonna pick a mode of easy with 3 modes. That was also an implementation of a different milestone. And then pressing continue here. And then here's the game screen loading with our health and money. I'm just gonna start off dragging 2 bow towers here that will shoot. So I'm gonna click the play button here. And then the monsters will start coming through the path. And it's gonna shoot a couple of them, and when they disappear, they will they have a color to say that they're hitting. And then this one has a lot of health, so it won't kill. From these 2 towers, it won't kill this one. And to show the tower upgrade, if I click on the tower, the bow tower upgrade will show, and I can click range plus $100 and then close. And then you can see the tower change shape. There's like a crown on top, and as well as this one. I can upgrade its damage, which will double its damage, and click close as well, which will also upgrade that tower. And then I'm gonna wait for the app to load in the second level of enemies to show that the final boss appears later on in the game. Okay, and now I'm gonna click play again for the second level, and here's the final boss coming down, and it's gonna start shooting it. And then when it shoots that you kill the final boss, it says you won. And then it gives 4 characteristics of number of enemies killed, total damage taken, and total money spent, and then also number of upgrades. So 4 of these specs that show throughout playing the game. And then also this new game works, so it goes back to the beginning, and I'm going to show what happens when it goes to game over. That also shows those 4 same stats. So if I just pick easy here, press continue, and then I'm gonna press play again. So just different implementations. Attacking enemies still works. The configuration, choosing 3 different modes, inputting your name, and also having an output here all work. I'm not gonna put any towers down to show that once all the towers get to the end, it should decrease the health all the way to 0, and then show the game over screen. So also other M5 implementations having 3 different towers that look visually different, 3 different monsters that look visually different. Anything else? Just the rest of the app, basically. And then when it hits the end, it's going to decrease its health. As you saw, it just minus 130 health. And it's going to keep on doing that until the last one goes through. And then once the last one goes through, it shows game over with the same 4 stats of number of enemies killed. Since I didn't kill any, it just shows 0, total damage taken, total money spent, and number of upgrades, which is also 0 because I didn't upgrade it at all. And then the restart button also works here, so it gets back to the center. I believe that should be all. I showed upgrading for towers with money, so it can increase range and damage. Visually, it shows on the game screen is different. The final boss appears later on in time. It's also more difficult for the other enemies to defeat, but since we upgraded the towers, we doubled its damage, so it made it easier to kill at the same time. Also visually different from the other enemies. And when the final boss was defeated, a game win screen appeared with 4 different stats. And as well as when we lost the game, it also showed 4 different stats as well.